Hey everyone, Sophia here for My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel and another episode in my Declutter With Me 2023 edition. I'm still in the basement and I have to be honest, I have zero interest, not in filming, but zero interest in doing the task that I'm going to do today. It's one of those that is so boring. It is no reward. It's just like, I don't want to do it. So we all have areas in our home where it's just that same feeling. Maybe it's the side of your garage, maybe it's your attic, maybe it's your unfinished basement, maybe it's a storage area, and you know it's been tugging at you for months, if not years, that you have to address that area and you got to do something about it, and you just keep procrastinating. Okay, this is me with the cold room and the space underneath the stairs. So I'll show you those areas, but I want to chit chat about it a little bit. Our basement is partially finished. There's the main room that you know that has my sewing station on one side, and then kind of like a family room on the other side, but it's really for the kids to play video games because we rarely watch TV. And we rarely watch TV. If we do, we rarely watch it downstairs. It's partially finished. I mean, yes, there's walls and doors, and it's been painted. But I was answering a comment on YouTube the other day where somebody said, you know, can you stop calling it the basement and call it the family room? No, it's a basement. Okay, it's not a family room. We do not gather here. It's got access to the laundry, the boiler room, and the tank, which is in the cold room. It looks like a family room only because I've decorated it a little bit, but let's be clear, okay? The floor is fake. It's rubber, vinyl type stick-on tiles that were put directly onto the concrete. Not by us, but by the owner that was previously here, who I guess did this configuration to sell the house, and it's really not a comfortable space. It's an all-purpose room that I kind of decorated. But when we moved in, the story is that I had the movers put everything here. Literally everything was here, all the boxes. And what we did is that we moved one box at a time into its appropriate room. Some of the stuff they did place, you know, in the upstairs room. You know, we had a table at the time and chairs and bookcases and stuff like that. That was positioned, but we're talking about everything that was packed in boxes landed here. So this entire basement, and I can't remember if it's on camera or not. For some reason, I don't think it is because I started filming 2 years after we moved. So I doubt it is, but you've seen the basement in really horrendous shape and probably remember it when it was yellow and I painted it gray. Anywho, it was all boxes, floor to ceiling, and then little by little we emptied them out. We took them out of here. Then there was a whole thing with the books I had, that I think is on camera, where I didn't have bookcases, so it was just piles of books with wooden planks, with piles of books with wooden planks, and it was going all the way up to the ceiling too. And it's amazing when you contrast and compare the amount of books we've let go over the years. It's mind-boggling. Anyway, we all have an area in our home that we kind of like set up, knowing that this is not the final setup, and we say, you know what, let me just put this here. Eventually down the road I'll do something with it, okay? And down the road is like 15 years later, you still haven't set it up properly, you still don't know what to do with that space, you still have stuff in there that's just like, why is it here? What do I do with it? And you don't want to deal with it, so look the other way, close the door, move on with your life. This is the case with the space underneath the stairs and the cold room. The cold room has the tank. It's a 175-gallon tank, so it's taking pretty much 60% of the room. I really can't do much about that. But there's another portion of the room that you'll see that's empty. It's like a big cube of empty space where I stash all of my Christmas and seasonal decor. Stack of bins on top of each other, and they're in there and they've been there for years, and I never really thought about putting them anywhere else. That's the storage room for that kind of stuff. I don't want to put it in the garage because it's not temperature controlled in the garage. So in the winter it goes to almost freezing temperature, and in the summer it's like 112 degrees in there. I have ornaments like the Ratkos and ornaments in general that will not do well with fluctuating temperatures like this. It will fade them, they will crack, they will start peeling. It's just not the right thing to do to put my Christmas decor and any other decor in the garage. So it has to be in the house. It could be in the attic, but it's really not that convenient. We don't want it in the attic, so it's here, and I don't like it here. On the other end, underneath the staircase, like most old houses, my staircase has some kind of cubby. I never knew what to do with it. It's not finished. At some point, and I think that's on video when Mom was here years ago, we realized that the humidity inside that cubby, because of the walls and the effervescence, the humidity seeping through the walls, because this is below ground, was creating, again, effervescence, and if that's the right name, kind of like the fuzz, and possibly mold. So I removed the door and I put a curtain instead to kind of ventilate the thing. And now it's a cubby that basically holds extra cardboard boxes for Etsy, packing material for Etsy, and I have to be honest, the way it's set up right now, whenever I need a box, I literally have to empty the entire space to find the one box that I need. Totally not functioning for me. So, what I would like to do today, you're probably thinking, oh, finally she's gonna tell us. Huh? What I would like to do today is swap spaces. I would like to use the space underneath the stairs to store all of my bins of seasonal decor, mostly Christmas. And I would like to use the cold room to store all of my cardboard boxes and my packing material and anything else that I could store in there. It doesn't have to be dedicated solely to Etsy, but I would like to be able to, when I process stuff in the basement, I would like to be able to find the right size box right away instead of getting all frustrated pulling one box after the other until I finally get the one. So that's what I'd like to do. It's probably going to be two parts. One part with emptying this and starting the swap, and the other part would be reorganizing what's in here. I can tell you there's some stuff that's gonna have to go either back on the curb or it's gonna have to go on the Facebook Marketplace. I have about 8,000 baseball cards that I found on the street, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna try to sell it. I had folks take some, but not the whole thing, and I'm trying to get the whole thing out of here because it's like 4 bins or so, and it's just driving me nuts. It's gotta get out. What else? There's pieces of furniture, old curtains. All right, let's go look at it. And I really don't want to do it, okay? But I'm trying to motivate you and show you that even when the task is boring and it looks daunting and it's something that you've been procrastinated for the longest, you just can't keep avoiding it, okay? At some point you have to bite the bullet and you just gotta go for it. As horrendous as it sounds, I have to do it because that's my mission for 2023, is to declutter and reorganize the entire house. I have to do this. The other area I absolutely have no interest in doing is the boiler room. It's actually not bad at all right now. It's semi-organized, better than you've seen it, but totally not functional because again, when I do those rooms, I don't think about how I'm doing them. I just want the room to store. That's it. That's your job. Store. I'm not asking you to store efficiently. I'm not asking you to store in a manner that makes things easier for anyone. I just want you to store. So those rooms tend to just be piles because the job again is storing and nothing else. Well, after a couple of years, the piling is starting to become a problem. So, all right, let's get started. I gotta pump myself. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. But I got to. Okay. Let's get started. By the way, these are all the books that I decluttered when I did the last videos. The ones in the front are for the little library and everything else here is donate or unfortunately trash for some of those. So yeah, I did pretty good. That was a lot of books. So we're back in the basement and that's the corner I emptied out the other day. Here's the bookshelf that I finished and the other side of the basement. The books over there. So we're talking about this area right here. I got my laundry here. You see it's not finished. Okay. Well, I might as well just remove this since I'm going to be working here. Okay, so yeah. It's fairly large, you know. I mean, it goes all the way up here and tapers down there where the stair is. But this makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, it's just storing. That's it. It doesn't have any other purpose, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So I got to empty all of this today. And then the other one is the cold room. So let's go check that out. Let me turn on the light. So for the cold room, I'm probably gonna have to put the light in there at some point. But yeah, okay, here we go. I don't want to do this. So yeah, and somewhere in there is the tank. You probably can see it. I got more stuff here. It's bad. So I would like to have this space used for all of my cardboard boxes. And then I got to go through this stuff and see what I can sell. And then the sump pump is all the way in the corner over there. It's just, oh boy. Yeah. Where do I even begin? Okay, I gotta pump myself up to do this. We're gonna start by emptying the area underneath the stairs to make room. And once that's empty, I'll take out the boxes here that I do need to put in there, which is the seasonal decor. And then once that's in there, then whatever is left, I have to sort. So that's probably going to be the second video. Comment down below, do you have an area in your house like this that you've been avoiding that's just a pile? I think most of us do, but you know, if you don't, what can I say? You're better than me, I guess. Oh wait, because there's part 2 of that tank room. Okay, there's more. You can't see it, it's all in the dark. Because the light is being blocked, but yeah. my God. Okay. All right. I can do this. I can do this. Let me just close the door. I don't want to deal with it right now. Okay. So I gotta move everything out of here. Oh. And I just gotta do it and not think, you know. That's basically what it comes down to. Just do it. Don't think. You know what's in there? A multitude of empty bins. Here's 2. What am I doing with these empty bins? They were part of previous declutters, and I kept the bins, but it makes no sense. I got nothing to put in there. They gotta go. You just gotta go. I'm trying to think, why did I keep those bins? This is nuts. Out of my way, cardboard. I got bins to go through. Oh my God. Okay, so, you know, maybe I need to bring the flashlight. Be nice to have a light in here. Let me bring the flashlight. Alright, so I'm using the flashlight from my phone. Oh. What's all this? Is that a knife all the way in the back? Okay, so this is the door that goes behind the counter in my kitchen. There's definitely space in here full of my decor stuff. I have a feeling there's more hidden behind here. Oh man, what should I get myself into? You know, part of me knew that this is what I was going to find. And that's the reason why I didn't want to do it, because this is just so much work. It's so much work. I'm gonna use one of those bins, and I'm gonna put all the scrap wood that's in here in the bin, so that way it's gonna be easier to move out of here and put it in the garage. I need my broom and my dustpan. This is a big space. I know I can do stuff with this. And it's interesting because you can see where the old staircase used to be. I think I talked about it in an old video. Like, you can see that this is the landing of a staircase, but it's not the landing of the staircase that's here, because it doesn't have a landing. And this used to be part of that staircase. So the old staircase was coming down this way, landing and going back. Actually, it was going back that way. And then they blocked that, and we got a new one over there. I don't know when they changed the staircase position. I'm not here to figure that out. Stop wasting time. Get going. So I got a bin. I'm going to put all the pieces of wood I got in here in the bin. You know, not for anything, but everything you see here is the result of delayed decision making. I just didn't want to deal with it at the time. I didn't want to have to make a decision as to what to do with it, so I just threw it in there and put a curtain in front of it. We got to stop doing that, folks. It's a good piece of wood. I mean, what am I doing with the leftover? You see the humidity that comes out of there? With the leftover whatever you call it, wainscoting. And I have a dehumidifier on the other side. Does a great job, by the way. That Toussaint, I still use it, obviously. Maybe I should move it in here. You know, there's some people who take those spaces and they make them really cool. They make like a reading nook for their kids, or a space for their dog. I hope you're not claustrophobic, but yeah, so it's empty. Let's investigate. All right, so that's the light that's right behind my sewing machine. Yeah, those staircases are new, you can tell. This is all new stuff that they did probably right before we moved in. And then this is part of the old area that used to be the old staircase. So you see again, you get the original landing is right here. Maybe I should just go ahead and remove all those cobweb, don't I? That'd be helpful. Okay, and then they installed the laundry thing, so they had the pipe go all the way to the other side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the staircase used to be here. But anywho, alright. Let me do cobwebs, and then when I come back, we'll start putting the stuff back in. I'm not claustrophobic, I'm not afraid of spider, mice, Scorpios, snakes, you name it, don't bother me. Monkeys, no. But I haven't seen any droppings, nothing. I'm glad I did this. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it was bad, okay? What was in it was bad. Pulling it out was bad. But now it's done, so I'm making progress. Hey, don't feel bad for me, okay? Because I did this to myself. Okay, moving on. Okay, so now, these are all empty boxes. I'm going to start pulling out anything that's decor. French nativity. Nativity. Hey, this is leftover Christmas. I said I said nothing. I'm keeping it. Okay, this one. Christmas. Radcos. I gotta remember that it goes on top because I don't want to squish it. That's Scott's, we gotta deal with it later. Okay. More Christmas. 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 Ugh. Jesus. Christmas. More Christmas. Okay, fall decor. Fall decor. I think I only have one box, and that would be spring decor. Yep, Easter and spring. cute. Hey, for those of you who watch my channel and have a better memory than me, because it happens all the time, you guys remind me of, oh no, you put it there, or no, you decluttered it. Do you remember the plate that I had that was like a cake stand, and it was a bunny, and on the ground, and his feet were up, and his feet were holding the plate? Did I declutter that? I can't remember, because I'd like to have it. I don't know if I decluttered it. It's not in here. It should be in here, but it's not. I have a feeling I decluttered it. I don't know what's in here. Okay, bracing myself for a surprise. What's in here? Oh! It's all the crochet blankets. You know, like the ones I made for the babies, and then the ones that were given to the babies. This should not be in a plastic bag. Well, I got spare bins. Okay. Whatever is left here is memorabilia and stuff that I gotta go through. I need to put these boxes in there. And then we'll tackle the stuff that's on this side, but I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the light. I mean, I can walk in now, look. Okay, I'm gonna start with the, should I start with the bigger one? Yeah, let's start with the bigger one. Oh, you know, as I'm doing this, I mean, yes, it's work. I'm starting to feel really good about it. I should have done that all along, but anyway, I'm here now. But yeah, it's a hot mess, but I'm glad I'm doing it. And now I'm starting to think, didn't I used to have those boxes in there? And then I decided that no, they needed to go in the other room. Because it seems awfully familiar for me to have those bins in there. That wouldn't surprise me, since I'm known for just shuffling and not decluttering, right? This box right here, when we took down Christmas, I specifically remember saying that this was donate. Why is it back here? I am fairly convinced this is donate. So that can go. Now this is all the leftover. That can go here. Let's remember, okay? Let's remember the wire for the ornaments is in the blue box with the Nativity Church. So, now that leaves me with this. I never use it. I used to. I used to have the plate that matched. Well, I think I still have the plate. No. I've had this for years. 20 something years. I gotta sit and think. This was a gift from Scott's grandmother for our first Christmas. She bought us like this one, and I think I had the matching mug, right? You remember I thought it was a Santa mug, but it turns out to be a snowman mug. Okay, and that mug I either decluttered or it broke. And then we had a center plate, which I still have, and the large center plate, which I still have. That was part of the same set. So she bought that for our first Christmas together. So that was Christmas 2000. So this is 23 years old, and it's in perfect condition. It's not a chip, nothing. I got to think about what do I want to do with it, because I always liked it, but I never really pull it out for Christmas to use it. I could repurpose it and use it for something else. Alright, let's give it one more Christmas. Remind me next Christmas, if I don't use it, it's gotta... Let me put it up for sale. I'm gonna sell you. No, I'm gonna keep you. I'm keeping it. But I'm not going to put it back in the Christmas. I'm going to keep it and actually use it all year long. Right there where my sewing table is, because I like it. It was from Grandma, and I can put little treats in it for when I'm sewing. Okay, so this box is done, and that's the last one with the nativity. And I am amazed all the boxes fit, and I have room for the memorabilia stuff. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but it literally all fit. Unbelievable. I could have done this all these years. Okay, so now, are you gonna fit this way? You don't, so we're gonna put you right here. Yes! Oh man, I have even more room now. Perfect. So I am going to use, after all, one of those containers. I'm going to put it right here. And it can stay open because it's going to contain these guys. Hey, all right. Mission accomplished for this round. Wow. Okay. I did it. I just finished doing the reel, actually. You know, I'm trying to do reels at the same time. It stopped on the most heinous screenshot ever. I should use that for a thumbnail. Too bad it's blurry. But anyway, oh man. So this was not a big ordeal after all. And I say that every time that I procrastinate something, it turns out to be not a big deal. I did create a big mess in the basement because I have everything that was in here, and of course the furnace is going to start. Everything that was in here got moved in the middle of the basement, but I got quite a lot out of here in terms of declutter. So I'm not going to count the Christmas box that was supposed to be decluttered back in December. I'm not going to count it, but I'm going to let go of all the wood. So I'm going to show you, if I ever able to get up, because I've been seated for a while now. I'm going to show you everything I've been decluttering out of the basement for the past 2 weekends I've been working at it, and it's quite a lot, okay? And I know that when you watch one video at a time, it doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, but as a cumulative, it's quite a lot. I still have room in here, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When we get to part 2, where I do the cold room, I have 3 boxes that are much smaller than these. They are the memorabilia that I keep. You know, like the kids' first writing samples, all of decor portraits. They're in very tight sealed containers, so that's the reason why they're not upstairs. I can keep them anywhere. It's protected from dust and moisture. I'm going to put them right here because there's room for that. That way that leaves even more space in the other room. So again, I'm pretty happy with what I accomplished today. For some reason, I think, I said it before, I really think these bins used to be in here. And I'm trying to remember why I moved them over there. Perhaps because there was other stuff. Maybe I was keeping the luggage in the back, and then I realized that it was too humid and the luggage were, you know, it's not good for luggage to be underneath this. So I couldn't fit them all. Or maybe I just couldn't fit them all because I had way more than what I have now. And again, I've decluttered decorative items over the years. I really did. Matter of fact, this year, didn't I get rid of big, large blue bin, like the big tub? I think I did. And I used to have 4 or 5 of those. Oh, the furnace is done. Thank you. I think that's what it is. I ran out of space. And then I decluttered so much. Now I have space again. Huh. Okay. Anyway. Let me show you how much I've decluttered. And then I'll say goodbye. Okay, so now we have some light. So here's the cold room, and that's what's left. So all of this here is addressed in the next video. And you see the 3 boxes of memorabilia in here? Okay. So all of this I got to address. Including this thing that I don't know if I've ever shown you. And then I'm going to go on top here. We're going to see what's in there. I can walk in here. And then, okay, so this is all donate. Because it's good stuff that's got to get donated. And yes, I created a big mess, yes. It's bad. Well, I'm in the process of it, okay? And again, all the boxes are in here. And it's been swept several times. We've had rain and snow. I haven't been able to put anything out on the curb or go to the donation bin, okay? But this is everything I am decluttering from the past 2 weekends. All of this. All the books. The white bookcase, all of that wood right here, all of that wood, I'm not keeping it. I have too much wood in the garage. All of this is going to go on the curb on Tuesday. Well, now we just got snow, so it's going to go somewhere until I can put it on the curb for bulk day. But when you look at it as a cumulative, it's a lot. So what I'm going to do is take a break, hydrate, and probably have lunch. I just washed my hands. I'm going to wash them again. Have a lunch. And then I'm going to come back down here. And I'm going to tackle that room. And that's going to be part 2. And in that room, really what I want is, ideally I'd like to have like a shelving system to put all of the flat boxes and have them labeled and everything. But I don't have a shelving system. I need something like similar to what I have in the laundry room. That wire shelf. Because they're pretty deep. So I could put all my boxes flat and put a label, small, medium, or by, 8 by 8, 12 by 9, whatever, packing supply and everything, and then other things if we need to keep them in there. But it makes more sense to have all of the decorative items in one spot and not difficult to pull out and put back in, because that was horrendous. Every time we needed to pull out stuff, like in particular, if I needed to pull out fall, you had to remove all of Christmas to get to fall. Here, I can remove Christmas without moving fall. And I can grab Easter without moving either of the 2 other seasons. So, it doesn't look like much, but I think it's making a huge difference. So yes, for the reward, big payoff today. Listen. You're going to do some declutters in your home. You're going to go in areas and you're going to feel like you've decluttered zip. Like you didn't remove anything. That's okay. It's part of the process. Sometimes the decluttering is not just getting rid of stuff and taking it out of your house. Sometimes it's removing it from the area it's in and relocating it to somewhere where it makes more sense. So I'm fairly certain I will never use that wood. I'm just going to let it go. I'm trying to think, do I have a project coming up where I would need those planks? Because they were good planks. Probably not. I'm thinking, where could I utilize them? Nowhere. Okay, I'm going to keep the better ones and they're gonna go, if they fit, I have to measure, I think they do, they're gonna fit the top parts of my greenhouse. Instead of having the wire, oh yeah, but there's a reason why there's a wire on those shelves, so that the water, if there is an overflow, goes straight down instead of rotting the wood. I have to think about it. I don't like to throw away wood too much because I'm always using some, but I'm making so much room. The boiler room, when I do the boiler room, I'm probably going to need to install shelves. I'm going to use that wood. Okay. But anyway, those big shelves were the shelves we had in Brooklyn. We had a whole wall worth of books. I mean, the hallway. We had a railroad apartment, so the hallway was very long, and it was floor to ceiling books. I wish I had pictures to show you because it was insane the amount of books we had. We've decluttered quite a lot. I mean, a huge amount of books since. And then, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I talked about how all the books were stacked on top of each other with planks holding them, like makeshift shelves. Those are the planks. I'm going to use them in the boiler room, but I will need brackets. So anyway, listen, again, process. Sometimes you make a big mess, but if you end up with a space that's reorganized, it's a win. It doesn't matter if you were able to get rid of anything, it's a win. I don't have to go through those bins again because I did my declutter right after Christmas. That's how I ended up with that box that found its way back in here. But it's going out this time, for sure. For real now, it's going out. So reorganize. And if you can't declutter, that's fine. If there's nothing to declutter, not a big deal. Just reorganize. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share if you were inspired and you know someone who needs to be inspired to go and tackle an area of their home they've totally neglected and abandoned and delayed dealing with for years and years and years, like I have. Show them this video. They may get motivated. And don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. Click that bell button so you get notified as soon as I post a video. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at My Great Challenge. I have 2 Etsy shop for channel merch, My Great Challenge gift, and for vintage finds, Frenchie and Tubby. The links are down below. And if you want to support me, this channel, and my family, you can subscribe to my Patreon channel at patreon.com/mygreatchallenge. All exclusive content not seen on YouTube. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.